Hey guys, this is Cody Jones with Jangus Genetics LLC, and I am standing out here in my cattle pasture because that's where I like to be when I'm shooting videos. I know you guys like to see what's going on, and everything looks good out here. I had a hard move yesterday, but which basically means that I moved across the fence that the calves can't get through, and we've got a lot of baby calves in here. We had one born yesterday, actually, so I'll be going up checking on it. But we're just wrapping up calving season, but one thing that I really wanted to do is share my knowledge on books. And sometimes when you're first getting started, or if you're curious on this book is great for history of the cattle business, cattle industry, and different things like that. But it's winter time. I'm sitting inside. The days are just shorter. We're catching up on finances, and sometimes I just sit down with a good book and read for a while. And especially when I was first getting started, trying to figure out what's going to work in my program and how to make a living at this. This is one of the books that I found. It was recommended to me by a mentor who actually bought some cattle out of this herd. And I didn't really know anything about too many other breeds besides Angus, really. We had Angus in my family. My grandpa said he had a Charolais bull one time. He had a Chianea bull one time. He said he's never doing either of those again. And they said the neighbor had some Chianea cattle, but that was back in the day. And my grandma's family had black baldies, and so I didn't really have a whole lot of experience with other breeds, but so this was very interesting to me. And this is written by Lawrence M. Lasater. It's called The Lasater Philosophy of Cattle Raising, and it's a story of the founder of the Beastmaster breed, Tom Lasater. And basically the biggest takeaway from this is the 6 principles of cattle breeding, raising cattle. And it's just a really practical book. The numbers in here are interesting to me because things have just changed so much. Everything is so much higher than it used to be, except for the price of cattle, right? So it's just that way in farming. You have to have more cattle on the same acreage to continue to make a living every year. You've got to have more acreage or more cattle. And so going back through some of these old numbers and figuring out, putting those in for what I use today, it's kind of interesting. But let's see, I was trying to find the 6 principles here. They're in the back. But he also goes into a lot of the practical stuff here about raising cattle and selecting cattle management, business strategy. Let me find this real quick. So it's really amazing to me. One of the things that strikes me when I read these old books, came out in, let's see, it was made in, or first published by Texas Western Press in 1972. So that's, over 50 years ago now. And it amazes me that these guys are still thinking the same thing that I am, is, oh my gosh, this is so expensive. How do you afford to get into ranching or farming? And, we still have the same issues today that these guys did back in the day. And I believe Tom, I think it talks about, he lived through World War II, and, just incredible what these guys went through. And I'd like to think that we're better off today, but maybe we aren't. I know we're still have the same questions, and that's why I love reading these old books. But I'll give you just a sample of this, and I don't care what kind of breed you raise, but these principles are just solid. And he really goes into depth in this book, and I love it. The 6 essential Beefmaster characteristics: disposition, fertility, weight, conformation, hardiness, and milk production. And he goes into detail in all these and talks about how he built the Beefmaster breed. And the culling process that they go through is great, and I'm trying to mimic all that here. But those are the things that just really make a difference. One of the things he talks about in here is cattle length, talking about, instead of putting your weight upwards, it's easier to put your weight on a longer animal. And for me, the type and kind of cattle he's raising are different than what I think is right for me and for this environment, this location, but the principles are still the same. I just as soon stretch those cattle out. They're going to gain weight and carry more weight, and it's going to be easier for them to put on that weight and keep that fat. And you know, longer cattle, to an extent, you could do anything too much for sure, but I like having good length to my cattle. It helps them weigh more than, if you have to go up, then they need more energy. So that's this is a great book, especially if you're into, whether you're into history or the practical side, profitable side, or trying to make money. Check out this book. I got this book on the Lasater website. Trying to remember what the name of it is. I'll put that in the comments, but I bought it straight off their website. It got there quick, and it's a great book. It's got some good photos in here. And ISA Beef Masters, that's what it is, www.isabeefmasters.com. You can get your copy. I found another book written by Lawrence Lasater that was also good, but I would start with this one. I found the other one, I think, on Amazon, but he may have reprinted it now. So anyway, great book, great history and solid foundations. I think it's great. I apply it to my own herd, and it's good. So if you guys like this, we'll be posting some more book ideas and those kinds of things. Here's some baby calves for anybody who's just you know, enjoys just showing up for the videos for that kind of thing. But they're curious as cats, man, and it's like pushing a chain getting them to go through into a new pasture. So anyway, and a beautiful sunset tonight. So if you guys enjoy this content, like, subscribe, follow for more, and we appreciate you.